Oh, did you share already?
I did.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, that's on your side. There we go. There we go. We're live. How y'all doing? All right, don't mind me.
Shalom. I'm just going to share
Shalom.
this link right quick, y'all.
Yes. Shalom.
What's up?
What's up? Get in there with Auntie Shelly. Hello, Miss Ebony.
Oh, you already did word worship, right?
Did everything else.
Did you do the truth?
I don't ever have that one because we don't use it no more.
Oh, we don't? Girl.
I never use it. I don't see anything in there, but you might. We might.
But isn't that just the women? Oh, but they already on everything else.
So they already have it.
Okay,
Shalom, y'all. Shalom. All right, so listen. I sure appreciate y'all for allowing me to have yesterday off. Okay? I definitely appreciate that because your girl ain't had no business drinking that much coffee, okay? The stomach was stomaching. All right? Just saying. But now the stomach is better. It's better. All right, so we just want to say thank you, Father, for allowing us to have another story time. I pray that you will forgive us for our sin, our transgression, our iniquity, Father Yah. Just continue to cleanse us from everything that is just not like you, Father. We pray that you will be in the midst of this story time, Father. You said where 2 or 3 are gathered in your name, you will be in the midst. Please give us understanding. Please give us the right context, Father Yah. Give us wisdom, Father Yah. Reveal what it is that you will have us to know and learn from our ancestors, Father. Things that we can do better, things that we can pick and just apply in our own life, Father Yah. Thank you so much for this day. In Yahushua HaMashiach's name we pray. Amen. Amen. So welcome to Story Time. If you don't know who I am, I'm Bonnie G in the place to be. Hey. And like we always say, she is Auntie Shelly on the beat. But that's right. Y'all know we always do that for y'all. We love to do that. We love to do that. So welcome again to Story Time. We are in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 44. Yep. And it's a lot going on. Okay. A lot is happening and a lot has happened in 43, 42, 41. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and dive into 44. Put my nice little.
Right. I done broke mine off.
You sure did. Listen, okay. But you still using the remnant.
Yeah, this is the prayer call marker.
All right.
I'm going to get real bookmarks. That's what
one of these days. All right, so chapter 44. If y'all with me, go ahead, thumbs up. And shalom for those that are not in the chat, but looking in. Hey, how you doing? And those that are in the chat, go. Don't be afraid. Don't hesitate.
We love the chats.
We love when you participate, okay? Don't mind me.
She's a little parched.
There's going to be some reading. Come on, Father. Read, reader. All right. Then he brought me back the way of the gate. Oh, this might help.
They're
doing the tabernacle, or the angel is showing him
how the temple's supposed to be built when they go back.
Yeah, I said tabernacle, but the temple. Technically, it is. All right, a copy of it, a replica, right, of it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so that's what he said when he brought him back. Okay.
Yeah. When he said they're still captive, he says, when you go back, this is how to do it.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Then he brought me back the way of the gate of the outward sanctuary, which looks towards the east, and it was shut. Then said Yahuwah unto me, this gate shall be shut, it shall not be opened, and no man shall enter in it by it, because Yahuwah, the Elohai of Yasharel, has entered in by it. Therefore it shall be shut. It is for the prince, he shall sit in it to eat bread before Yahuwah. He shall enter by the way of the porch of that gate, and shall go out by the way of the same.
Okay.
All right.
This is my door. No, the east, and it's the east because the temple, everything faced east.
Well, and he said he's going to be in the midst there. He's going to be in there. Wow. Then brought he me the way of the north gate before the house, and I looked, and behold, the glory of Yahuwah filled the house of Yahuwah. And I fell upon my face. And Yahuwah said unto me, Son of Adam, mark well. Behold with your eyes, and hear with your ears all that I say unto you concerning all the ordinances of the house of Yahuwah, and all the Torah thereof, and mark well the entering in of the house, with every going forth of the sanctuary. And you shall say to the rebellious, even to the house of Yasharel, thus says Adonai Yahuwah, O ye house of Yasharel, let it suffice you of all your abominations, in that ye have brought into my sanctuary strangers uncircumcised in the heart and uncircumcised in the flesh, to be in my sanctuary, to pollute it, even my house, when ye offer my bread, the fat and the blood. And they have broken my covenant because of all your abominations. And ye have not guarded the watch of my holy things, but ye have set garters of my watch in my sanctuary for yourselves.
So he's saying, you let people that are not Levites, that's not even
Mhm.
Yisrael, into my sanctuary
And depleted it. And polluted it.
and polluted. You let them up in here?
And it just shows like how they disregarded the role that they were, or the assignment that they were given by
Yeah.
the Most High. Like, oh, it ain't that so. Yeah, y'all come in here.
Mhm.
And I always like to apply it to what we can learn today. Like, it's whatever He gave us, we have to treat it with the utmost
Yes.
respect.
Mhm.
So we don't offend Him.
Yeah. And don't try to put our jobs off on other people.
Right.
Like I said, you should do it.
Or
No,
even
that means it's
in
your
whatever
job.
He has you to do, and
Mhm.
you have somebody else coming in there and
Yeah.
and doing something that they ain't supposed to be doing.
Ain't right.
That
Right.
ain't right, because He gave it to you, and you
Mhm.
letting it play out.
Yeah.
Like,
Because remember in I want to say it was Maccabees, when they were first, I'm not talking about the guy they wouldn't let in. Remember, there was one guy they were saying, please don't go in there. And they prayed and prayed. And
oh
remember,
yes, 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 yes,
he got mollywopped,
yes,
but it was other people that they was
yes.
letting in, like, you ain't a Levi, you ain't even of
Yeah.
Yisrael.
I think that was
Like by
another
the
king from
time,
somewhere else.
yeah. But they was letting them in, because even when Mashiach came, and remember those priests, Caiaphas and all them. Caiaphas was the high priest, and they was questioning him, like,
Mhm.
and he wouldn't answer them because
Mhm.
they ain't legit. They ain't even supposed to be there. What? You ain't even a high priest. Who
So
are
I don't even
you?
have to answer these.
You ain't even a Levite.
Mhm.
Like, dude, really? But they was doing all that.
Yep. And you see how He put the blame on them.
Mm-hmm.
He said, because when ye offer my bread, let me see. He says, because of all your abominations.
And they're uncircumcised in heart and in flesh. So I'm guessing the ones uncircumcised in heart is Yisrael. The ones uncircumcised in flesh is the heathen they brought in.
Oh,
Because
gotcha.
at least the Levites were
Well,
qualified to go in, but you still
I
had
thought it
that
was vice
same right
versa.
heart
I
condition.
thought it was the
Mm-mm.
I would think it was the opposite, like, because the Levites got to be uncircumcised in the flesh, and then
Right.
the other
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
was
So the
hard.
uncircumcised in heart is the Levites.
Oh,
Or they're of Yisrael, the
gotcha.
ones uncircumcised in flesh are the
Mm-hmm.
heathen. Yeah, but even then, even if you are the house of Levi, you still can't just walk in and do what you want,
No,
uncircumcised in the heart.
no, you
Your heart
cannot.
ain't even in the right place, dude.
You
No.
cannot. Man, verse 9. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, no stranger uncircumcised in the heart, nor uncircumcised in the flesh shall enter into my sanctuary of any stranger that is among the children of Yasharel. And the Levitium, or Levites, that are gone away far from me, when Yasharel went astray, which went astray away from me after their idols, they shall even bear their iniquity.
See, some of the Levites even like,
Yep.
we going with them.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And they don't even know what all of that means.
That is serious. The Levites? Mm-mm.
They shall even bear their iniquity. So
Mhm.
the strangers, the Levites is going to bear their stranger iniquity as well because they partook.
Well, I think he's saying, and the Levites that are gone away from me when Yashrael went astray, they're going to bear their iniquity. So the Levites going to have their own special little,
Okay.
Thing, because y'all the heathen
You guys
and the
were supposed to be the
strangers,
standard.
I don't expect nothing from them, but y'all
You guys were supposed
y'all
to be
know
the
what's
standard.
up. Yeah.
Wow. And the Levites that are 11.
Yeah.
Yet they shall be ministers in my sanctuary, having charge at the gates of all the house. And ministering to the house, they shall slay the ascending smoke offering and the sacrifice for the people. And they shall stand before them to minister unto them. Because they ministered unto them before their idols and caused the house of Yashar'al to fall into iniquity. Therefore have I lifted up my hand against them, says Adonai Yahuwah, and they shall bear their iniquity. And they shall not come near unto me to do the office of a priest unto me, nor to come near to any of my holy things in the most holy place. But they shall bear their shame and their abominations which they have committed. But I will make them garters of the watch of the house, for all the service thereof, and for all that shall be done therein. So they're
Mhm.
never going to get in that close,
That Holy of
holy
Holies, where the ark is.
Yeah. He said, but I still have use for you.
Mm-hmm.
You may not, now you may forfeit, because when we do that, we do forfeit it
Yeah.
until we come to repentance.
Mm-hmm.
So when you forfeit that, he's like, okay, you can't be in the holies of holies,
Yeah.
but
I'm gonna let you still do this,
Mhm.
hoping you come to your senses.
yeah,
That's grace. That's
Yeah, it
grace
is.
and mercy right
Yeah, it
there.
is. Especially when you deserve that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you know what? You deserve it, but you know what? I got a covenant that I got to keep, so I can't wipe y'all away.
Yeah. But don't even think about going to the Holy of Holies.
Yeah.
And the Holy of Holies represents the throne of Yah,
Mm-hmm.
which means Yah ain't getting up here.
Not with that flesh.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, Yah didn't play when it came to the Holy of Holies. Like the priests had to go in with a cord around them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
in case they did something wrong and they died,
Ooh,
can't nobody even go in and get you. They got to pull you out. They got to drag you out.
Can you imagine if, I'm not saying that we're Levites, okay? I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but what if we had every Shabbat, we had to enter into his house with a rope?
Yeah, tied around our
Enter in his
leg.
presence with a rope. How much more, I get it, like how much more will we be more mindful about them 6 days, how we utilize them 6 days?
Yep.
In preparation and holding them commandments and all of that. Can you just imagine?
That's crazy. That's
And again, I'm not saying that all of us are.
Saying, imagine.
I'm just saying that just imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is wild.
Because remember,
we wouldn't make
the
it.
Levi,
we'd be dead.
Yeah, Levi and Yehuda stuck together.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be something intermingled.
Yeah.
We don't know. And they just
know.
like we're Yehuda because
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a land for themselves.
Right.
They stay with Yehuda.
Yes.
So technically, we the kings and the priests.
Yeah.
I don't mean like, y'all know what, I'm just saying Yehuda makes up some Yehuda and the Levites.
Yes. But and I'm just saying, like, we just wouldn't make it.
Yeah, no.
It's hard to keep our thoughts in check.
Right.
And you talk about, you just ring the doorbell, you're gone.
Do anything, any wrong move, you gone.
Man. I don't even think we'll get close to the doorstep.
I don't hear no bell.
Right.
What happened?
Like, nah. So thank you for the son that had to come, okay?
Yeah, I'm glad I came after Mashiach.
I'm glad I'm not in this time, okay? Because I just wouldn't make it. I'm barely making it now, okay? That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, 17.
15. Oh, no, wait. I might be wrong.
No, you're right. You're right. Okay, 15. But the priests of the Levinium, I'm just going to say, Levites. Okay.
Mhm.
But the priests of the Levites, the sons of Sadok, that guarded the watch of my sanctuary when the children of Yashar'al went astray from me, they shall come near to me to minister unto me. And they shall stand before me to offer unto me the fat and the blood, says Adonai Yahuwah.
So basically, he took the Levites and said, if you ain't from the family of Sadat, because I think he's remembering when everything went down, they was on my side. Because remember, everybody that went away captive weren't disobedient. But Yahuwah said, y'all got to go with them, but the just shall live by faith. He said, these sons of Sadat, they guarded that sanctuary. So they would have been some of the ones like in the Maccabees that said, don't go up in there. I beg you.
Don't do that.
I beg you, dude. Yeah.
They shall, 16, they shall enter into my sanctuary, and they shall come near to my table to minister unto me, and they shall guard my watch. And it shall come to pass that when they enter in at the gates of the inner court, they shall be clothed with linen garments, and no wool shall come upon them, while they minister in the gates of the inner courts and within. They shall have linen bonnets upon their heads, and shall have linen breeches upon their loins. They shall not gird themselves with anything that causes sweat.
That's interesting. Yeah, because linen is a breathing fabric. Like, wow.
Yeah.
I love me some linen, but it just wrinkles too much. It wrinkles as soon as you look at it.
And when they go forth into the outer court, even into the utter court to the people, they shall put off their garments wherein they ministered, and lay them in the holy chambers. And they shall put on other garments, and they shall not sanctify the people with their garments. Neither shall they shave their heads, nor suffer their locks to grow long. They shall only pull their heads. Neither shall any priest drink wine when they enter into the inner court. Neither shall they take for their woman a widow, nor her that is put away, but they shall take maidens of the seed of the house of Yashar'al, or a widow that had a priest before.
Ooh, that's strict. So he's saying they can't, let's say a lady was married and her husband died. She's a widow. She's legitimately able to get married again. He said, but if her husband was not a priest, you can't have her.
Yes. Yep.
If her husband was a priest, you can marry her. Wow.
Yeah.
Or you got to marry a virgin. Point blank.
Yeah. That's what it says. Let's see. And 23. And they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and profane, and cause them to discern between the unclean and the clean. And in controversy they shall stand in judgment, and they shall judge it according to my judgments. And they shall guard my Torah and my statutes in all my assemblies. And they shall hallow my Sabbaths. And they shall come at no dead person, and they shall come at no dead person to defile themselves, but for father, or for father, or for mother, or for son, or for daughter, for brother, or for sister that has had no man. They may defile themselves.
So he said,
so for your family,
they can't even conduct a homegoing service. Like, don't come in there unless it's your immediate family.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it.
If your second cousin passed,
can't go. And if your sister is married, can't go. Only if your sister is not married yet and she's still a virgin, then you can go to hers. But
oh wow,
nobody.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
Or for a sister that has had no
man that they made the father.
Wow. And after he is cleansed, they shall reckon unto him 7 days. And in the day that he goes into the sanctuary unto the inner court to minister in the sanctuary, he shall offer his sin offering, says Adonai Yahuwah. And it shall be unto them for an inheritance. I am their inheritance. And ye shall give them no possession in Yasharal. I am their possession. They shall eat the oblation and the sin offering and the trespass offering, and every dedicated thing in Yasharel shall be theirs. And the first of all the first fruits of all things, and every oblation of every sort of your oblation shall be the priest. Ye shall also give unto the priest the first of your dough, that he may cause the blessing to rest in your house. The priest shall not eat of anything that is dead of itself, or torn, whether it be fowl or beast. Wow, this has been manipulated in such a way.
Yes.
First, oh my,
yes.
First
yes.
fruits. I used to get first fruits offering every January.
I didn't even understand. Like when you guys was explaining like what you have to do, I was like, where did they get that from?
And it's so true, because that looks like it's just only for the Levites, the priests.
Yeah, but just in general, like it's for first fruits means. I mean, because remember, we're talking about a nation that farms and all that, trees, all that. First fruits means, like, say it's apple season. The first fruits you pick go to the priest. The rest are yours because they need something to eat. They don't have land.
Right.
That's what first fruits is. It don't mean your first paycheck every year. That's not what. Is that what that meant when you were growing up?
Yeah, we have to give a portion of our first check. Yeah, a portion of it.
And that was first fruits. So did they say what part, or they just said give us some?
No, I don't know. I know I used to just give a portion of whatever my check was, because it was the first fruit.
Oh,
I don't know.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I'm trying to think like where, because it was supposed to be. Now look, to some degree, I get it. Like when we parentize, because the man of Yah is supposed to be concentrating on the things of Yah.
I get that. I agree.
And so he should be. I get it, but like you said, people have taken it too far.
Yeah.
When you start talking about airplanes, and not only that, but the priests of Yah, from what they got, they had to give back.
Yeah.
And put it in the storehouse. They had to give their 10% also for the poor and all. They had to give to that offering too. Like that tithe we're supposed to be giving that goes to the poor and stuff. The priests, from the stuff that we even gave them, they like say you gave $50. Whatever point, let's say they had to get like $20.
Yeah.
Just to say something. So the priests had to do it too from what they got.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that displayed. I don't think I saw
that. That's just it. They just take.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that.
And you live in these big old houses, and there's people in your congregation starving.
Now listen, Shalom to Cammy. I'm not opposed to, when people give and tithes and stuff like that. Because like you said, like the lights don't pay itself.
Right.
Especially if you're in the building, I get that. And you're using in the things, I get that. But again, to manipulate is a different
It's
thing.
Crazy.
To emotionally manipulate the people, that's straight up witchcraft.
Yeah.
Okay.
All them airplanes and
it's witchcraft. That can't be Yah. Because he don't work in manipulation. He don't work in that. All right. But I love how he also, going back to the scripture, I love how he said, because I am their inheritance.
Yes.
I'm their inheritance.
I'm loving that part.
Yeah. Ye shall give them no possession in Yahshua. I am their possession. I love that.
Yes. I mean, I'd rather have that.
You got everything then.
What more do you need?
Yeah. Seriously. And it's crazy because, like, again, I'm assuming this was all for the Levites because that's who he's
Mhm.
talking to.
Yeah.
But if we were in our rightful land and stuff like that, I wonder
Mhm.
what it would look like today
Yeah.
for the
What it
Levites.
would look like. Yeah.
What that
Yeah.
because I'm sure is in today's world we don't have a
Mhm.
temple, but what would that look like? What would
Yes.
their roles be?
Yeah.
And if some
And
of
I,
you guys have
yeah.
ideas, please share.
Yeah. Because to a degree, I understand like where we are just right now, not even in our land right now.
Hmm.
It it could mean money because we don't have any agriculture.
Right.
But like if I owned a store,
Hmm.
it could be groceries from a store. You know
It
what
could
I'm
be.
saying?
Yeah. But
But it's not like that, right? I'm just saying right now before
no,
we go
yeah,
to
but
our
I'm even
lands.
talking about like they shall eat the oblation. And
Hmm.
again, we don't have that because the
Right,
Mashiach came.
right, because we don't offer lambs and all that no
Yeah.
more.
So now I'm like,
Yeah,
that it's just an interesting view, little bird's eye
yeah,
view for myself. Like, I wonder what that would
yeah.
look like.
And notice they can't eat animals that is dead of itself. In other words, it died natural causes. They can't have that. It has to be a live animal that the people brought for an offering,
Oh,
that they
okay.
slit the throat and were
Got
offering
you.
it as
Ooh,
offerings. He said whether it be, or torn like it can't be a beast like they was out there fighting and
yeah.
y'all trying to bring old raggedy old lamb
It
and
can't have no
no,
spot blemish, none of that.
no.
It's gotta be alive and it's
Mhm,
gotta be a pure.
mhm.
Okay, that makes sense. 45 says, moreover, Shalom Auntie Cammy Cam and Uncle Rory, good to see you. 45. Moreover, when ye shall divide by lot the land for inheritance, ye shall offer an oblation unto Yahuwah, a holy portion of the land. Okay, let me stop.
Mm,
Remember, I said, how would that look today? I just had this month.
yeah.
Remember, it says to present your body as a living
Yep.
sacrifice, holy and
Mhm,
acceptable. That's what it looks like today. He just brought it to my mind.
mhm,
He said, you're asking it, and here it is. That's what it looks like today. Okay.
mhm.
All right. Thank you, Father, for that. He was like, you don't even have to go deep, girl. That's 3 feet. Okay. That's shallow.
I'm putting it easy. I'm
Yeah.
putting the cookies down on the
Right
bottom
there.
shelf
Okay, present
so
yourself as a living
everybody can do.
sacrifice,
Yep.
holy and acceptable unto me. That's what it looks like,
Which is your
Lavon.
reasonable
Which is your
service.
reasonable service, and
That's
it
like the
fits.
minimum you should do. Yeah.
That's your reasonable service, and it fits. All right, Father, continue.
Mm.
All right. It says, the length shall be the length of 5,020 reeds, and the breadth shall be 10,000. This shall be holy in all the borders thereof round about. Of this there shall be for the sanctuary 500 in length, with 500 in breadth square round about, and 50 cubits round about for the suburbs thereof. And of these measures shall you measure the length of 5,020, and the breadth of 10,000, and in it shall be the sanctuary and the most holy place. The holy portion of the land shall be for the priests, the ministers of the sanctuary, those just doing the acts and service of Yah.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't want y'all thinking like I used to think back in the day, grabbing the mic and preaching. Okay, he ain't talking about that kind of minister. Just acts of service. The priests, the ministers of the sanctuary, which shall come near to the minister unto Yahuwah, and it shall be a place for their houses, and a holy place for the sanctuary. And the 5,020 of length, and the 10,000 of breadth, shall also the Levites, the ministers of the house, have for themselves and for a possession for 20 chambers. And ye shall appoint the possession of the city 5,000 broad and 5,020 long, over against the oblation of the holy portion. It shall be for the whole house of Yasharel. And a portion shall be for the prince on the one side, and on the other side of the oblation of the holy portion, and of the possession of the city, before the oblation of the holy portion, and before the possession of the city, from the west side westward, and from the east side eastward. And the length shall be over against one of the portions from the west border unto the east border. In the land shall be his possession in Yasharal, and my princes shall no longer oppress my people, and the rest of the land shall they give to the house of Yasharal according to their tribes.
So he says, when you go back into this land, the first thing you're going to do is appoint the holy place where the sanctuary is going to go, where the priests and everybody going to live. And this is the measurements that it shall be. Don't nobody get to thinking, oh, that's too big. It's going to house all the priests. It's going to house everything we need. The holy place, the holy of holies, all that is going to be in this city. It's going to be for the whole house of Yisrael.
Wow.
So not only that, but you can't get mad at, the tribe of Dan and say, y'all can't come up in here. No. Sorry. It don't belong to you.
Yeah. It's Yasharal.
It's Yasharal's. Everybody can go. If you belong to the tribe of Yasrael, you can go to this temple.
Wow. Yeah. 9. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, let it suffice you, O princes of Yasharal. Remove violence and spoil, and execute judgment and justice. Take away your exactions from my people, says Adonai Yahuwah. Ye shall have just balances. Ye shall have just balances, and just a ephah, and a just bath. The ephah and the bath shall be of one measure, that the bath may contain the 10th part of a homer, and the ephah the 10th part of a homer. The measure thereof shall be after the homer. Let me see what that looks like.
I think it's a measurement.
And I'm going to look at a homer. And no, I'm not looking at the
Oh,
census.
a payment. He said, execute judgment to take away your what you making tolls and all that. You know how we pay bridge tolls?
Yes.
And all. He said, no, take that away. You're not going to charge nobody to come to Jerusalem like during the feast, or no. Don't be trying to put tolls on the road for them to get here. No.
Oh, well, they definitely got that here.
Yeah. So don't get to doing all that.
See,
don't get to charging them or interest. It's a demand for money lent to pledge, which the Jews agreed to forego in the 7th year, which they weren't supposed to be doing anyway. Don't get to charging them interest.
Well, it will not let me know what a homer is. So if you guys know what it is.
I know it's a measurement.
Okay. Well,
that's all I know. Yeah.
Because they pulling up the Simpsons, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which I kind of figured they would. But, okay.
And I want,
10th part of a homer.
Yeah.
The measure thereof
I
shall
want
be
people
after
to
the
notice
homer.
how they translate, quote unquote, what they want to. Why you didn't translate this? This ain't even in the King James. These measurements are not, they don't say 10 miles or 10 feet. You know what I'm saying? Or 3 pounds. Why this not translated? But y'all will jack his name up.
Oh, of course.
Why you not translating this?
Because I don't have power.
Or countries, or because then we know.
We'll know what that means. All right, so let me see. And the shekel shall be 20 gerahs, or what is it? Gerahs? 20 shekels, 5 and 20 shekels, 15 shekels shall be your maneh. This is the oblation that ye shall offer, the 6th part of an ephah of a homer of wheat. Oh, so it's like a bundle.
All
yeah,
these
like
are
a
measurements.
bundle of wheat.
Yeah.
Of let me see, a homer of wheat, and ye shall give the 6th part of an ephah of a homer of barley. Concerning the ordinances of oil, the bath of oil, ye shall offer the 10th part of a bath out of the core, which is a homer of 10 baths, for 10 baths are a homer. Good to see you, Ebony. She says homer is a unit of measurement for dry goods. Girl, thank you. Because I don't know why Google wouldn't tell me.
Okay.
But Google wasn't trying to tell me. They just kept
Mm-mm.
telling
They
me
don't want you
about
to know.
Simpsons. And I wasn't going to show it on my
That's
face how
Google.
irritated I was.
That's
Okay.
Google.
But thank you.
Mm.
Listen, teamwork make a dream work.
Right. Mm.
Let me see.
15.
And one lamb out of the flock, out of 200, out of the fat pastures of Yasharal for an oblation and for an ascending smoke offering and for the peace offerings to make a reconciliation for them, says Adonai Yahuwah. All the people of the land shall give this oblation for the prince of Yasharel. And it shall be the prince's part to give ascending smoke offerings and oblations and drink offerings in the feast, and in the new moons, and in the Sabbaths, in all the
Solemnities, I
mm,
think that says.
that sounds good the way you said it, of the house of Yasharal. He shall prepare the sin offering and the oblation and the ascending smoke offering and the peace offering to make reconciliation for the house of Yasharal. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, in the first month, in the first day of the month, you shall take a young bullock without blemish and cleanse the sanctuary. And the priest shall take of the blood of the sin offering and put it upon the post of the house and upon the four corners of the settled of the altar and upon the post of the gate of the inner court. And so you shall do the seventh day of the month for everyone that errs, and for him that is simple, so shall ye reconcile the house. In the first month, in the 14th day of the month, ye shall have the Pesach or Passover.
Passover.
This is interesting
Mm-hmm.
because nobody
Mm-hmm.
could have planned this out.
Mm-mm.
And we're
Mm-mm.
getting together and getting ready to enter into the
Yes.
Passover.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are reading it.
And notice, and I never noticed this, that he's saying take the blood from that bull thing,
Yeah,
and put it on the post at
Uh-huh.
a temple. I never really tripped that they did that.
I'm gonna tell you, I never knew it because I ain't never been into this deep of Ezekiel. Okay, if it wasn't the dry bones, only knew
That's
about
so,
only knew about the blood post because of the
because that's what they did
Exodus.
coming out of Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't know that they still were doing that when they had the temple. I did
Wow.
not know that. Because remember, this is not January. This is not the first month of the year. Like,
Yeah.
don't think January. Think like April or something when we have Passover. That's the official first day of the year.
Yes.
So
That's why it's called April Fools. Because those that still believed in it was or still holding it, you was called a fool. You were April Fool. So yeah, but that is a trip because wow. Okay, where are we? Because I know you know. Ebony,
We're
I know
on
you know.
20. We're on 22. Oh yeah, but and then when it is saying the Pesach, the Passover, then it says the matzah. That's the feast of unleavened bread, which happens the day after Passover. That lasts for 7 days. That's what that is.
Oh, okay.
The matzah, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna let you tear it up some more. Okay, 20. And you shall, I'll go to 20. And you shall do the seventh day of the month for everyone that errs, and for him that is simple, so shall ye reconcile. Come on, braces, help me out today. The house. In the first month, in the 14th day of the month, ye shall have the Passover, a feast of 7 days, and matzah shall be eaten, or unleavened bread shall be eaten. And upon that day shall the prince prepare for himself and for all the people of the land a bullock for a sin offering. And 7 days of the feast he shall prepare an ascending smoke offering to Yahuwah, 7 bullocks and 7 rams without blemish daily the 7 days, and a kid of the goats daily for a sin offering. And he shall prepare an oblation of the ephah for a bullock and an ephah for a ram. and a hin of oil for an ephah. In the 7th month, in the 15th day of the month, shall he do the like in the feast of the 7 days, according to the sin offering, according to the ascending smoke offering, according to the oblation, and according to the oil. Wow.
Mhm. And for those of you who don't know, just a FYI that on the 14th day when they killed the lamb, it's the same day Mashiach was killed. The
Mm.
14th day, because
So,
remember they did Passover
mm-hmm,
in the up.
mm-hmm.
When he washed everybody's feet, that was Passover.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Wow, okay.
and that's the day he died. And then
And
the
that
sun goes
was,
down. You start counting unleavened bread because now
wow.
it's the sin offering because he was. Well, remember they had to scrub their house of all the leaven,
Mm-hmm,
no
mm-hmm,
leaven.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, get rid of the leaven. Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
And remember how we was learning how y'all be matching that stuff up like with the gold they
Yes.
put in Adam's grave,
Uh-huh.
like
Uh-huh. And the frankincense and all of that.
all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Everything pointed to the Mashiach.
Hmm.
Everything. 46. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, the gate of the inner court that looks towards the east shall be shut the 6 working days, but on the Sabbath it shall be opened, and in the day of the new moon it shall be opened. And the prince shall enter by the way of the porch of the gate without, and shall stand by the posts of the gate. And the priest shall prepare his ascending smoke offering and his peace offering, and he shall worship at the threshold of the gate. Then he shall go forth, but the gate shall not be shut until the evening. Likewise, the people of the land shall worship at the door of the gate before Yahuwah in the Sabbaths and in the new moons. And the ascending smoke offering that the prince shall offer unto Yahuwah in the Sabbath shall be 6 lambs without blemish and a ram without blemish. And the oblation shall be an ephah for a ram, and the oblation for the lambs as he shall be able to give, and a hin of oil to an ephah. And in the day of the new moon shall in the day and in the day of the new moon it shall be a young bullock without blemish, and the 6 lambs and a ram, they shall be without blemish. And he shall prepare an oblation, an ephah for a bullock, and a ephah for a ram, and for the lambs according as his hand shall attain unto, and a hin of oil to an ephah. And when the prince shall enter, he shall go in by the way of the porch of that gate, and he shall go forth by the way thereof. But when the people of the land shall come before Yahuwah in the solemn feast, he that enters in by the way of the north gate to worship shall go out by the way of the south gate, and he that enters by the way of the south gate shall go forth by the way of the north gate, and he shall not enter by the way of the gate whereby he came in, but shall go forth over against it. So,
That's interesting.
because it's like I feel like no one is like
Running into each
running
other,
into nobody.
but you're also not leaving the same way you came in. Like when you come to Shabbat,
Mm-hmm.
you should leave a little
Different.
bit different, a little lighter, a little more
Yes.
knowledge.
Absolutely.
Don't go the same. Don't leave the
Yes.
same way you came in.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-mm.
That's very true. Let me see.
10.
10. And the prince in the midst of them, when they go in, shall go in, and when they go forth, shall go forth. And in the feast and in the
Solemnities.
thank you, the oblation shall be an ephah to a bullock, and an ephah to a ram, and to the lambs as he is able to give, and a hin of oil to an ephah. Now when the prince shall prepare a voluntary ascending smoke offering of peace offerings of volunteering unto Yahuwah, One shall then open him the gate that looks towards the east, and he shall prepare his ascending smoke offering and his peace offering as he did on the Sabbath. Then he shall go forth, and after his going forth, one shall shut the gate. And you shall daily prepare an ascending smoke offering unto Yahuwah of a lamb of the first year without blemish. You shall prepare it every morning, and you shall prepare an oblation for it every morning, the sixth part of an ephah, and the third part of a hin of oil, to temper the fine flour, an oblation continually by a perpetual ordinance unto Yahuwah. Thus shall they prepare the lamb and the oblation and the oil every morning for a continual ascending smoke offering.
You know, I'm not laughing,
Yeah.
but Yahuwah be cooking. Like, you know how
Let him cook, okay?
put some oil in the
And he had the flour, so it was I'm not saying it was fried lamb, okay?
I'm just saying.
But he be cooking, let him cook, okay?
Man, that's why we like the season. That's why we like the barbecue.
I see
Put
fried.
that thing on the grill, roasted.
He
Yeah.
said to temper with the fine flour.
And remember they had to do
Lightly
the
coated.
salt. On one of the offers, they had to put the salt.
Lightly coated, okay? Go ahead, Father.
He's
Go
like,
ahead.
I don't want no bland stuff.
Don't give it to me bland. You like nice little crunch, okay? All right. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, if the prince give a gift unto any of his sons, the inheritance thereof shall be his sons. It shall be their possession by inheritance. But if he gives a gift of his inheritance to one of his servants, then it shall be his to the year of liberty. So is that like Jubilee? The 50th year?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, if you're watching, let us know.
Yeah, because after it shall return to the prince. Wait.
What do you think? But if he gives a gift of his inheritance to one of his servants, then it shall be his to the year of liberty. After it shall return to the prince, but his inheritance shall be his sons for them.
Yeah, so he said, like if he gave his servant something, his servant can keep it until the year of Jubilee, but then you got to return it to your family because there's some reason.
Or return it back to the servant, to the prince.
The prince in this case is the high priest. You see, it's all small piece.
Gotcha.
This is the high priest.
Well, he got to return it back to the high priest.
But if he left it to him for an inheritance, that means he's gone. So he says, but his inheritance shall be his sons for them. So if he left, that means he's gone. If he left it to him for an inheritance,
so they gave it to the
priest, the high priest who gave it to him is gone. So he says, but in the year of Jubilee, you got to return it.
Yes.
Whether it's you or your sons, whoever has to return it back to where it was. Because maybe he gave it to the servant because maybe he was a good servant, yeah. Or maybe he needed that to get him through whatever. But all the because remember, the servants were not Yisrael. The servants belonged to somebody else,
right?
Some other
nations,
tribe,
yeah.
Or they wouldn't be called a servant. Yeah.
Moreover, the prince shall not take of the people's inheritance by oppression to thrust them out of their possession. Boy, this land that we in is doing it all wrong, right?
All wrong. All wrong.
Oh, it's okay, Lola. Good to see you, though. Says, moreover, the prince shall not take of the people's inheritance by oppression to thrust them out of their possession, but he shall give his sons inheritance out of his own possession. And remember in early, he says, I am their possession.
Yes.
So, I get it. I said that because I'm trying to be funny, but also I know that this land is not our land. Also, right. I know no man shall redeem us but him, right? Let me see. Get my finger up there, but him, right? So I just want to make that clear. Like I kind of get that part, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
He said, don't go oppressing these people.
Yes.
Give me some money.
Everything that the Most High did and set the system goes against it.
Mhm.
It does the
It goes
complete opposite.
the complete opposite.
That's what I just was trying to point out. It just goes
Yes.
completely opposite to
Mhm.
what Yahuwah set
Yes.
in place, even though we are scattered
Mhm.
throughout this four corners,
There's still some basic things we just need to do.
Basic things.
Yeah, come on. What you doing oppressing people?
Right.
Shaking them down for money.
Absolutely. Basic equality. I mean,
like you said, people starved in your church.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Or
you
just
out having steak
people
dinner.
starving, period.
Yeah,
And you
seriously.
raking in
And don't.
trillions.
And the thing is, you don't even care.
No.
You don't even care.
No. Like equality, like humanity. Like, can we just act like everybody got blood in their bodies, brain in their heads, a heart in their chest? Like, can we just act like human people are human?
Yeah. Our whole economy says no.
No.
The whole way we do things says no.
Yeah, but now I don't know what's walking among the earth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
because they show here them falling.
Right. All right. Where we at?
Where we at?
18.
Okay.
Moreover, the prince shall not take of the people's inheritance by oppression to thrust them out of their possession, but he shall give his sons inheritance out of his own possession, that my people be not scattered every man from his possession. After he brought me through this chapter, we had to wait to get into another chapter.
Oh man.
Because he brought us through. After he brought me through this chapter, there was going to be it's going to be some more verses coming along.
This is really good. This is like basic humanity.
Yeah, so
basic. This is just basic what you should be doing.
But we can't have basic in the system. We can't.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
Basic, that right there would just look like Yahuwah, and we can't have anything that look like this system. Don't want anything to look like
not a thing. It has to be
Creator,
the opposite. Right? Even things that just don't make no sense. They pass laws that just don't make no sense.
And this system that we live on thrive on confusion. Oh, it's just crazy how he talks about taxes, and even though he's talking about the Levites and stuff like that, but still.
We're being taxes on. What am I
being double taxed? Your taxes, your check get taxed at work, and then you go up there and you get taxed in stores.
Yeah,
it's just tax.
And then they make sometimes when you file your tax, you got to pay some more taxes. Property tax, like why am I paying you property tax?
And the land don't even really
belong. It ain't even yours.
It ain't even yours. It's a house, but not the land that it sit on.
None of it is theirs. And this is not. And even if you go to like the history of America, yeah, they stole the land, but even they wasn't making them pay taxes. Don't pick y'all out a piece of land.
Yeah, but we ain't they own.
No, not us. I mean, even they own the Jacob's children just go, but now they get taxed too. To a certain degree, actually.
Right.
Don't think for 1 minute they get taxed like we do. I was looking this all up and I was like, man, they finna do something to me. Only 51% of Americans pay taxes. Everybody else figured it out.
And I'm not mad.
Everybody else figured it out.
I'm telling you.
But a lot of us have figured it out, but we know if we make that move, we gonna end up in jail. You know how they be putting us in jail for tax evasion like they did Wesley Snipes and Lauryn Hill? Come on, y'all. For real.
Doing what
talking about they ain't paid tax for 14 years or some tax evasion. Nope, that ain't it. Because they don't owe you taxes. We don't. It's ours. We worked for it. They're thieves.
Yes, Auntie Kim, she said, you own nothing and you will be happy.
Exactly. And they gonna trick us into like, the government own it all. Well, who is the government? This is what I'm saying, like, because I know, Google track you and all that.
Yeah.
I kept saying, okay, well, who the government? Everybody knows who the government is, right? When we melanated, so it's supposed to be the people, which means I'm paying taxes to myself, which means I shouldn't be paying taxes. They kept trying to take it to like the representative, but the representative is not the government, because remember, we elect the representative. No, they did a coup. They staged a coup and just took it over. A coup is when you just take go in and you take it. A coup de grace when you take it by violence.
Sure
so they did a little bit of both.
Yeah, I was about to say, you sure they didn't do
Most
that?
of it is by violence.
Of course.
But they staged a coup and took over, and now everybody operates out of fear. Because they can come take you. Yeah, they can come.
Mm-hmm.
They can come take you to jail. But technically, let's say some cops is at your door. Let's say it's 3 cops. Whether they pulled you over, they at your door, whatever. You can call 15 of your friends and beat the cops up.
Not that we're telling you to.
Not that I'm telling you. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying, because they go have you operating under fear, thinking. But I'm just saying, that's why they hated the Black Panthers.
Oh.
The Black Panthers knew we could defend ourselves. You work for America. America is a corporation. You guard America. You can't just walk up to us and shoot us. And that's what the Black Panthers knew. That's why they tried to put them off as this hate group. They ain't shot nobody. Wow. Because the Black Panthers said, oh, if you face with the police, whatever, call us. We there. That was the Black Panthers. Wow. We're here to protect. We got guns. We're here for you. It's all naughty niggas gotta go.
She's trying to get us shut down. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'm just saying.
Listen, I'm gonna let you grow. Okay.
Shalom.
Cutting up on the end. You cutting up.